Okay, so this is not exactly a cube or a square, but cut around the edges that I couldn't use. So now what's left is just to carve away until I get a circle. I am now at the next phase of this project. To start me off, I finally got a chisel. It's not exactly the one that I wanted, but in the meantime, till I get the one that I want. All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome to REBD woodshop class. But nah, so what I am doing is, so this, I would call it phase 5. I'm breaking it up into different phases. So this is the process of me chopping up and getting the, I guess the sizing and things like that prepared so that I can make something out of this oak wood. First, so like I said, this is phase 6. First phase was finding the material, then cutting the material, then I had to allow it to dry out because it's been sitting for a while, so hence I'm not even able to use the whole totality of the slabs that I got, but I am able to use like the in the center hardiness of the oak wood. And the reason why, okay, so what was that? Phase 2 was cutting it, phase 3 was drying it, phase 4 was cutting it again into the slabs that I actually want to use, and now then it's like cutting off the excess. So yeah, this is the part that I'm at right now. It's chipping away at the parts that I can't use at all. And the reason why I'm using this is because I grew up watching this tree evolve and grow, just as this tree has watched me evolve and grow as well. So because it is a childhood tree that I grew up around since the age of maybe 6 or 7, maybe 5. No, I think around like 6 or 7, something like that. So that's what makes me want to actually use this wood, because it was a dying tree. It died out. So went back to my childhood home to gather the wood so that I can use it. And another thing too is one of my companions, which is a guinea pig named Emma, she passed away one winter there, and I buried her literally like under that tree. So that's another reason why this is a sentimental type of quality. I did shed some sweat for this, and I did shed some blood for this a little earlier today, working with the new chisel that I got. It's not the exact one that I want, but I went to the store and they had something that I can use for the time being until I find the chisel that I do want. I would prefer to have like a wooden handle or something like that. But yeah, just chipping away at it, slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's awesome so far. Just how far that I've come with it. So we have so I still got this part right here. I don't think that I'm going to need to use right now. So you can kind of see where it has been sitting for a while. So kind of got dry rotted. So most of that part I won't be able to use. But this part right here I might be able to use. We'll see once I get closer to that. But all of this is really like a learning thing because I never saw myself working with wood until like a couple years ago when I talked to my grandmother. There's like there's this a road that my family lives on, and all of the houses there have been made by people in my family. So I'm like, damn, like carpentry is not that far out of range for me to pick up or anything like that. And just doing things with the hands and working with your hands and stuff like that is really attractive to me. But a lot of things that I am drawn to does require a lot of patience or skill, you know what I'm saying? So I have to build my way up, but not letting that deter me from going through with what I have envisioned. These right here, a couple more other cuts that I'm gonna have to figure out and get through. But yeah, while working outside, you do hear that background noise, so it's very awesome just listening to it. Listening to the wind, the breeze, and then the birds and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm in the middle of this process. I'm excited to see how everything is going to come out. So yeah, stay in tune. I am periodically documenting the process and stuff like that. So I got it to all the way when I was in North Carolina with my father helping me cut the wood and stuff like that, and then a little bit of me chainsawing the wood when I came back to Louisiana. But yeah, I'm gonna compile everything once I'm done. I want to say what I'm gonna make, but I kind of want to be a surprise at the same. All right, so got this piece right here. You hear that? See how easy, especially oak wood. So I have to get all of that off. It would be a lot easier to just bring this down here though. So you can kind of see how it's chipping. Away at it. So going back to what I was saying about things that I'm just genuinely attracted to does take time, whether it's developing the skill or if it requires more resources for me to see the fruition of whatever it is that I'm working on. But right here, I'm setting the wood out to dry more the closer I get into it, so it'll dry up. But like I said, all of this is a lot of learning lesson when working with wood and things like that. So it's really cool to witness. Like I said, this tree has seen me grow and evolve, and I've seen it grow and evolve. So as I'm working on this, I'm still, of course, growing and evolving every day. But as I'm working with it, it's something my fiance pointed out to me, is that I have a vision, but my job is to carry out the act of seeing the fruition of that vision, but how it comes out isn't like fully up to me. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of like give and take, and being able to work with your resources and things like that. But if you need to kind of take a little detour into what it is that you're working with, then by all means. But also when it comes into next time wanting to work with wood and things like that, I'm gonna make sure I have fresher quality cuts of my my material, you know what I'm saying? So that's something on me to realize. But like I said, while I'm working outside and things like that, I am staying in tune with my surroundings, my environment, the sounds, the train, the birds, the grass, the wind, you know what I'm saying? And then also just working with the cuts. And while you're doing tedious tasks that requires patience and things like that, you do learn a lot more about yourself and your will and your resolve when you run into problems and stuff like that. How do you go about problem solving and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Are these dragonflies? They're definitely dragonflies. Like I said, we got a lot of mosquitoes out here, so I'm grateful for the dragonflies. But yeah, much love, bliss, and whatever project that y'all working on, allow yourself to grow into it. It's even better when it's something that you feel like you don't have the capability to do, because that's going to force you to show up. Because if it was planted on your heart to do, you know what I'm saying, why not see it through? So I'll leave y'all off on that word. Till next time, bliss.